Hare Krishna. Welcome for the Bhagavatam class. Thank you for Lakshmikant Prabhu for giving me the opportunity. Let's start now with the invocation prayers. Om Ajnanaatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Tadamahim Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakam Shri Gurum Vaisnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Hare Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandha Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriya Vanja Kalpatarupesya Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktarand Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Jaiva Narottam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Sushusho Shaddadanasya Vasudeva Katarachihi Janmatsya Punyatyattini Sevana Sunmata Swakata Krishna Punya Shavana Kirtanam Vidyantastoya Badran Vidinoti Suhrit Satam Nashtapraya Shabhadresh Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamaśloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naisti Tada Rajasam Bhavakam Lobhadayasya Chetayatayarana Vidyam Sthitam Sattve Prasidhati Vidyate Hridaya Granthis Chedyante Sarvajam Shaya Shiyante Shashkarmani Drushteva Atmaneshware Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Let me share my screen. I see Devi Murti Mataji, Sandhya Mataji have joined. Thank you, devotees, for joining, seeking all the devotees' blessings and all the Acharya's blessings, so that I can speak something be beneficial for myself. Reading from 3rd Canto 32nd chapter, text 31. Ityetat katitam gurvi gnanam tad brahma darshanam yena buddhyate tattvam prakrute purushasya ca. Ityetat katitam gurvi gnanam tad brahma darshanam yena no buddhyate tattvam prakrute purushasya ca. Do you want to read, Prabhu? Lakshmikant Prabhu?
I can read, Prabhu. Iti etat katitam gurvi jnanam tad brahma darshanam yena anubudhyate tattvam prakrite purushasya cha.
Mataji? Anybody? If you are unable to unmute, that's okay too. Devi Murti Mataji, Sandhya Mataji, I can see Kiran Mataji. I don't know your initiator name, I forgot. You join our Bhakti.
Hare Krishna,
Yes,
Prabhu.
Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Iti etat kathitam gurvi jnanam tat brahma darshanam yena anubudhyate tattvam prakrite purushasya cha. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Good to see you.
I can also recite, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji.
Iti etat kathitam gurvi jnanam tat brahma darshanam yena bodhyate tattvam prakrti purushasya cha.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, iti, thus, etat, this, katitam, described, gurvi, or respectful mother, nanam, knowledge, tat, that, Brahma, the absolute truth, darshanam, revealing, yena, by which, anubudhyate is understood, tattvam, the truth, prakrute, of matter, purushasya, of spirit, cha, and Translation: My dear respectful mother, I have already described the path of understanding the absolute truth, by which one can come to understand the real truth of matter and spirit and their relationship. There is no purport. Um, Continuing from previous verse, Maharaj was speaking about the previous verse on Friday in the temple, that one can come to realization of the absolute truth by faith, full detachment, and steadiness. So Lord Kapila is teaching to his respectful mother Devakati that the detachment, by detachment one can come to understanding absolute truth. So detachment can mean various things for different people. One might say, I renounce this building, I renounce that, because one might even offer one's property in their daughter's wedding or sister's wedding, saying, I gave it to my sister or my daughter, but then it's not yours to say that and to speak of, right? It's it's a supreme personality of Godhead's property anyway. So the real detachment comes within oneself, actually in the mind. Today is auspicious Vaikuntha Ekadasi, and many people might fast. I'm trying to fast at least till noon. The Although externally we might be fasting, internally the mind might be thinking of tasting various delicacies. We have in Ekadashi, we have more, even more dishes than regular days, right? Sweets and savories, whatnot. Many more dishes that we can even prepare and taste. But the real detachment comes within the mind, actually. How can we, let's say, while chanting, we all know what happens when chanting, right? We think of what we did last night, what we ate, and what we speak, what I during the phone, what I had my conversation with my mother, what I spoke to her, or what I spoke to my friends. All those things will come. And then the planning, the day planning goes on. What should I do? The problem solving mentality, right? At the office, what is the pressing thing that I need to resolve? And then the future planning. If there is any upcoming activity or program, home program, what should I cook, and whom should I invite? All those things. Is there any birthday party for the kids? These things will go on. But then what I've been practicing is that I've been reading, practicing the Power of Now book. One proper disciple has told me. The book is book written by Eckhart Tolle, which is it's very revealing and very insightful, actually. What he says is that there is nothing that exists in the past or future. The mind stays on, latches on to the past or the future, because it thinks that is its life, that is its existence. If it cannot take us for a ride, whether thinking of past or future, then the mind doesn't exist. Mind does not have a life. It is the food for the mind, actually. If it keeps on thinking about the past or future, it doesn't stay in the present. So even Maharaj was also saying about recent Japa retreats that I made a sankalpa to be present with the holy name. There's, although it's very small sankalpa that if you can write down, I journal it before chanting. Let me be present with the holy name, and then whatever comes to your mind, you can all write it down, and those things will not bother. And if you write everything down, it will just take less than 5 minutes or so, not more. And then you can say, oh dear mind, please let me be with the holy name for this at least 2 hours. Let me chant, and then I'll come back to you, whatever is pressing you, whatever is your need. And then we can go to that. And then sometimes some other thoughts come, whatever you are not pen down your thoughts. If you feel it's so bothering, then you can just take a note and then you can write it down and then quickly and then go back to chanting. That's what I do. It's helping me for at least now. Over the past weekend, although I flew from Bay Area to be with all the devotees and especially with the Maharaja's classes and other classes, I made a sankalpa that let me be present. Okay, no matter what happens, mind who is coming to the temple room, and it's been a while that I spoke to that devotee. Those things are all there, but then let me attentively just listen with my body, not just my ears, with all of my body. Recently, I had a good experience that we were listening to Ramayana lectures that from the Sri Lanka Yatra. It was astounding experience that if we keep uh, listening to our whole body, then it goes to the heart actually. That is the integration part. What we know is what we do from the mind. Maharaj says from the heart means practicing. We study so many things, but if it remains a bookish knowledge, then it might uh, it might not bear the fruit. If we can integrate that and move that from head to the heart, then it bears the fruit actually. Okay. So that's where I can stop there about the chanting being present. So Kapila Dev is teaching Devahati that detachment, the real detachment is actually once I heard from devotees say that just go to your garage or storage room and every 6 months just keep an eye on the inventory, how you are storing up all the things, and every 6 months go, and if you are not using anything, you just give it away. Although I have not done myself, there's some neighbors in our community. They order 3 or 4 Amazon. They have Amazon Prime, and at least every day they get 3 or 4 boxes. I used to wonder how are they relatives of Jeff Bezos. I used to think how much they're earning and how much they're spending so much. But then every month they have a habit that they go to the garage and then they give away stuff that I don't know how they just keep on spending so much and then they give away so much also. Maybe they know the principle that you give away more and you get more, right? So maybe they might be abiding by that, speculating. So that is a good way of practice of going to the garage or storage room and then finding out, and if you're not using that, and just give it away. Although I've not done it myself, just I just need to practice it also. That is one way of external renunciation or detachment. But Maharaj says that the actually when one can have detachment, when does it happen? Actually, one should have an attachment to the Supreme Lord, Guru and Krishna. Without attachment to the Supreme Lord, there is no real detachment, right? So how can one develop attachment? We are the Vyasa Puja weekend that preserving the prominence of Srila Prabhupada. And we have the sandwich program, and we have many practical activities of devotional service that was given to us by Srila Prabhupada. Much gratitude to him that the glories of bhakti is so practical, and he knew that the Western people, they cannot sit and chant for long periods of time. So that's why he gave so many practical activities of doing so many services, temple services, and making garlands and sweeping the floor and whatnot, and preaching, going on a book distribution. You're all very good book distributors, so you know much more than me. Yeah, so the process of Sankhya Yoga that Kapila Dev is giving here is that distinguishing between matter and spirit. It's about the Sambandha Gyan. If we know about Sambandha, your relationship with who am I and who is God, and then what's my relationship with God, and what is others' relationship with the God, then it's the process of knowledge, and then the Gnana Yoga leads to Bhakti Yoga, actually, how to do Bhakti, and then that leads us to the process of Abhideya. Right? That's that much I have about this verse. Let me go to the next verse. Gnana Yogascha Mannisto Nairgunyo Bhakti Lakshana Dvayorapyeka Evarto Bhagavat Shabda Lakshana. Translation: philosophical research culminates in understanding the Supreme Personality of Godhead. After achieving this understanding, when one becomes free from the material modes of nature, he attains the stage of devotional service. Either by devotional service directly or by philosophical research, one has to find the same destination, which is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Purport. Anybody wants to read, Mataji?
Prabhu, I'll try. It is said in Bhagavad Gita that after many, many lives of philosophical research, the wise man ultimately comes to the point of knowing that Vasudeva, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is everything, and therefore he surrenders unto him. Such serious students in philosophical research, I am not able to. Philosophical research are rare because they are very great souls. If by philosophical research one cannot come to the point of understanding the Supreme Person, then his task is not finished. His search in knowledge is still to be continued until he comes to the point of understanding the Supreme Lord in devotional service. Somebody else wants to continue?
Yes, thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.
You want to read, Prabhu?
Yeah, the opportunity for direct touch with the personality of Godhead is given in the Bhagavad Gita, where it is also said that those who take to other processes, namely the process of philosophical speculation and mystic yoga practice, have much trouble. After many, many years of much trouble, a yogi or a wise philosopher may come to him, but his path is very troublesome. Whereas the path of devotional service is easy for everyone. One can achieve the result of wise philosophical speculation simply by discharging devotional service. And unless one reaches to the point of understanding the personality of Godhead by his mental speculation, all his research work is said to be simply a labor of love. The ultimate destination of the wise philosopher is to merge in the impersonal Brahman, but that Brahman is the effulgence of the Supreme Person. The Lord says in the Bhagavad Gita 14:27, Brahmano hi pratishtaham amrutasya vyasasya cha. I am the basis of the impersonal Brahman, which is indestructible and is the supreme bliss. The Lord is the supreme reservoir of all pleasure, including Brahman pleasure. Therefore, one who has unflinching faith in the Supreme Personality of Godhead is said to be already realized in impersonal Brahman and Paramatma. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah. So this verse is talking about the Gnana Yoga and Bhakti Yoga leads to the same destination. How? By following Gnana Yoga, one knows the process how to do Bhakti Yoga. But then if you don't have a mercy of pure devotee, then Gnana Yogis, they may fall down because they don't have any service, practical service. I know I heard once from Radhanath Maharaj that there's one person in Vrindavan, he knows every verse in the textbook. That Veda, this Puran, Bhagavad Puran, everything, Chaitanya Charitamrita, you name it. You ask it, he will say. But then he doesn't even chant. So he doesn't do any bhakti process. So he's just a Gnana yogi. That's very troublesome, right? We know from Bhagavad Gita that Bhavanam Gnan, the yogi might take many lifetimes, but then his path is very troublesome unless if he reaches a conclusion. Is Shrama Yeva Hi Kevalam. There's also a first canto Bhagavatam verse, right? Whatever you do, if it does not lead to understanding or point of reaching Supreme Lord, then it's a labor in vain. It's no good. So we might do so many things, right? We all have families, we all have jobs. Especially the place where I live is more of a passionate and ignorant area. It's a Bay Area. There people will compete with you like anything, and it's a career calling mechanism there. If you are earning at least 400K, then you are not even in the game. If you are 200 range, then you are not even in the. They don't even talk to you. They are not even in the bracket. They will wipe you off. So at least 300K, okay, we will talk at least with a few times. So this is a rat race, like nobody wins, especially Bay Area. Here it is at least better. Years ago, I used to live here, so I know a little bit, but I'm not sure. It might have been changed now. Yeah. So when this is the what I want to say is that yeah, we all have our daily duties, but then if we can Prabhupada and his disciples, and they're very merciful. If we can tune into their wavelength, then we can tune into that frequency. Then we should be good. There's a device called Healy. It's a frequency device that I don't know if you have seen Maharaj wears in his neck all the time, because it's all about tuning frequency, right? And even I got one. I used to wear that, but not anymore. If you have any fever or cold, or if you have something lacking in your body, it has that program. You run that program and you attach it to your body. It'll make sure that it'll adjust to that frequency so that you are in tune, so that your disease or whatever you're lacking in your body gets cured. Of course, it's not meant to cure cancer and all that. It's very interesting. It's all about frequencies. So if we can tune, align with the frequency of the great acharyas, Srila Prabhupada, and previous acharyas, and the message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then we should be in good hands. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say about this verse. Any comments, reflections, any corrections, devotees?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
It's so wonderful that you are here speaking today.
Thank you.
Nice opportunity to hear you.
Thank you for blessing me.
And all this is very relevant because we are going to have this Kirtan and Japa, year-end Kirtan and Japa coming up. Whatever is said, to be present with the holy name. As far as tuning to the frequency of our acharyas, then you are already a success story, right? I mean, you're beyond reproach.
Oh.
That's such a, they are like Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj teaching about chanting, which Maharaj presented. Oh, my Krishna.
Yeah.
Because he has lived that in so many years.
Yeah.
undisturbed. Whatever he says is completely transparent truth.
Yeah.
But all of us, I mean, for me, I've not even made a start, I feel. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Very nice listening to you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. You are very humble, Mataji. As the Mataji says,
Hare Krishna.
you have already living Bhagavatam life.
Hare Krishna.
I know a little bit. That we join same Bhakti Vaibhav.
Hare Krishna. Please pray for.
Thank you so much for sharing, Mataji. Appreciate your sharing.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you
Hare
so
Krishna,
much
Prabhu.
for
Thank you.
accepting and doing the class this morning. And it's
Thank you, Prabhu.
very
Thank you
nice
for
verses.
insisting on me, Prabhu, so that I don't
So,
back off.
yeah, this verse is, I mean, similar to Bhagavad Gita verses, right? I mean, there are two parallel
Yeah,
paths, but the destination has to
yeah.
be, it has to culminate in understanding the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it was, I mean, especially, I mean, if that is the process. So, I mean, now, of course, Prabhupada talked about the difficulty and the challenges one will have in the philosophical process or the yoga process, right? I mean, one might not reach the destination, so
Yeah,
why to take the risk? And actually, I like that, I think phrase Prabhupada used labor of love,
yeah,
right? I
yeah,
mean, it's simply, there is no reward for that, it's just they're doing, I mean, for the I mean, of course, we do a lot of things. I mean, without accepting any some rewards, right? I mean,
yeah, yeah,
many,
yeah,
many times. So it will be. I mean, reward in this case of bhakti is the reaching out or the attaining that supreme. But yeah, in the philosophical process or the yoga process, one might not achieve that
yeah,
result. So that's why I think Prabhupada using that phrase "labor of love." So
yeah. Exactly, Prabhu. Without the association of devotees, it's very
yeah,
tough. When we when we are here many years ago, we had a good association of devotees. So we quickly joined Bhakti Rikshas and then started 16 rounds. So without the association is very tough. I know some devotees, like my mom, she chants only 4 rounds and she doesn't have any association and she has a language problem. So it's very tough for her. So
mm,
without the association of devotees and even my mother-in-law also, my in-laws, they don't have association and yeah, they have their own problems also at the same time. If uh, they need to make an endeavor. At least if they want, they can go. They are in town. Yeah, unless we don't have any association of devotees and you make an endeavor from your side, then you make a choice. But you have a free will choice that Krishna gives, and we just it's up to you whether you how you respond, right? I've
yeah.
gone through so many problems in the last 1 to 2 years. And yeah, if I want, I can keep on cursing myself and why me, Krishna, why not somebody else? Of course, I've done that many times. I hated Krishna also, like anything. And then I got
Yeah.
nice lesson from senior devotees that he is the only real friend. Without his mercy, we cannot even walk in the floor, or we cannot even breathe, right? So yeah, if you want, you can hate Krishna, but then how long can you hate? Also, you need to come out of it.
Yeah, that point is interesting, Prabhu. I mean, in the beginning, we think that why anybody hates God, right? I mean, we used to hear that we are
Yeah,
all here because we don't like God or we we have an independent opinion, but we don't agree to that in the beginning. But as one go through it, I mean,
yeah,
at least, yeah,
yeah,
we have that subtle tendencies, right? We
yeah,
very
yeah,
clearly we are able to see those things. So, I mean, I myself did that. So why me, right? So
yeah, yeah, yeah. I still go through.
we do that.
Yeah, I still go through the rough patch. Sometimes here and sometimes. Um, uh, Vaishesha Prabhu advised me to read one book, How to Stop Worrying and
Mm,
Start Living by Dale Carnegie. It really helped me last year
mm,
through when I was
mm,
going through a rough patch. And Prabhupada's disciples are really they're like a gems. Everybody is different, and they have their own personalities, and it's really, we think, oh, I'm here to, as a devotee, I'm only here to read bhakti scriptures, right? And it's not right,
Yeah.
actually. I don't
Yeah.
read secular books out there. They are not, they are ignorant people. They are not even following bhakti. Okay, I check out on them, and maybe we look down upon them. But then there are also many great souls out there. Those who may be so-called secular people, they are very great books written by very great people. So we can take advantage of that, and then so we can come out of our because we have so much trauma shared within us from childhood, from what to speak of many lifetimes. So when I first heard of the term trauma, we have so much trauma stored in our body. I was just um, I mean, I just poo-pooed it. Okay, what trauma? What trauma did I have? I don't have any trauma. But then, as I started slowly reading books and then peeling layers off one by one, and then I'm slowly realizing that so much uh, trauma that I have stored in my body, and then I just need to heal it and make a process that find somebody who you can disclose everything in confidence, and so that you can vent out, and then you can talk about it, and so that the trauma gets healed. And then, yeah, the chanting is there, the process is there, is to bring out all those to the surface level. Because Prabhupada also gives, or Acharyas gives, the cleaning tank example, right? If the water tank is not clean for many years, what will happen? You cannot see anything, what's there down. If you start cleaning up, all the muddy things come up to the surface level, right? That's the chanting is also chanting process, or whatever is there hidden, the layers and layers and layers, many thick 30 kilometers of dust that Burijan Prabhu writes in Japa book. Right, the dust comes and settles in the surface level, and then we become overwhelmed. Oh, even before becoming a devotee, I was a good person. Now, after becoming a devotee, started chanting after many years. I'm getting angry, and I'm yelling at my kids, and yelling at my wife, whatnot, yelling at my relatives, and so these things are still there. Is the process really working? And actually, the process is really working. You are at least realizing that you have all these bad things. Before it was all covered, and there was nothing. You didn't even know that they existed before, because the chanting process really works. So that it will come to the surface level, and then we take it from there. It's just to uncover the hidden gem, our soul, which is so hidden, and then it's actually a polished gem. We just need to uncover it and polish it, refine it um, over and over by the process. Okay. Anything else? Thank you, Prabhu, for your sharing.
Thank you.
Devi Murti Mataji, blessing us. Anything with your nectar?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for your association this morning.
Thank
It
you.
was
Thank you.
very nice listening to you and your realizations. And I was wondering which book, Vaisheshika Prabhu, what's the name of the book that he recommended you?
How to Stop Worrying and Start Living, Mataji, by Dale Carnegie.
Okay.
I can post it in the chat group.
Okay. Yeah, I might need it. I think I also worry too much.
Yeah, I worry like anything. Even while reading Bhagavatam or reading Bhagavad Gita, or even working and while honoring Prasadam, what happens to my kid, and what if they cannot reach home after school? This is a worry.
Right.
Before, I didn't even know that this is worry. I don't know. I get so many thoughts. I don't even know what it is. After studying this book, I came to know that, oh, that is worry.
Mm. Yeah, and because of these constant thoughts that keeps coming into our mind,
Yeah,
it's hard to focus on things because we are
exactly.
externally doing things like
Yeah.
cooking, cleaning, teaching kids, but internally the mind is churning into some useless
Exactly.
thought.
Yeah, exactly, Mataji. Yeah, that's what I've been realizing of lately. And presenting the power of now, he says, only now, whatever I'm doing, be with
Mm,
that, be with it. Even if there is one thought, then that means that you are not present.
mm, mm.
So if the thought comes, then your mind is taking away, for a ride. We just need to pray to Krishna that, oh Krishna, you are my chariot driver of my mind. Please take control. You are here to, I cannot control my mind.
Right.
Even Arjuna says that, right, in Bhagavad Gita. So without your help, what can I do? And we need to pray. And
Yes.
yeah, this is a long and winding process.
That's why Bhakti Siddhanta ji, he says that we should, as soon as we wake up, we should beat our mind with broom 100 times in the morning and before going to bed 100.
Mm,
Now I kind of realize why, because the mind is just like a
yeah.
puts unnecessary thoughts and things that may not happen, never happen, but it's
Mm.
just it forces us to think in that direction.
Yeah, so I have different opinion on that, Mataji. I heard from
Mhm.
proper disciples that
Yes,
somebody was asking why Bhaktisiddhanta asks us to say this, but then Bhaktisiddhanta time is different, is 19th century, right?
right.
Those days, at least it's not that those many problems, and it's not fast life like us, and they're all preaching. I don't know if they are doing that preaching. They're all bhajanan and this. They stay at one place and then chant, right? It might be relevant at that time, but now what Manasiksha Raghunath Das Goswami says, you just plead to your mind, oh dear mind, because first asking or pleading mind to become a friend is better than directly hitting with a shoe or bro. Right.
Mm, I see.
That's the process,
I see.
because the time circumstance it matters. What when Bhaktisiddhanta said that to his disciples, it may not be relevant now.
That,
Although I used to do that before, but then slowly after hearing from proper disciples, they say that first you deal with make your mind a friend. Now I've been realizing that my mind is also cooperating very much now, because if you can make your mind a friend, then that's
mm,
the best thing. There is no thoughts will come. Whatever you do, you might be doing chanting, and I have that little experience. Like yeah, these days it's very better. At least I've been doing that from past few months. Um, yeah, so be with the present moment, and then not worry about the past or future. So making mind your friend is the best thing. If it still doesn't listen, then you might even chastise before even hitting.
mm, mm, mm. Thank you.
That's my humble opinion, 2 cents, mother.
My Gurumaj used to say that if any thought comes, just ignore your mind. So I've
Yeah,
been
yeah, exactly.
ignore like that part is easy to listen, but it's hard to apply.
It's
That
hard to apply, exactly.
how do we ignore the mind, because
Yeah.
we live with the mind all day.
Yes, yeah. We live 24/7 constantly.
Yeah,
I
more
heard
than our
recently,
phones.
yeah, I heard recently Yamuna Jivan Prabhu was saying in one of the Japa retreats that I wish I donate my mind to a free thrift store. Uh, so that I can be all myself. We might
Yes,
we might even think that is it my mind or is it I? Yeah, or is it two different things? Right?
right.
It so puts us in a confusing situation that if you are that mind, then if you're not soul, then that's very hard. That's not the process that Krishna gave, right? You're actually a soul, and we just need to live with the mind and make it a friend. And then if it still doesn't work, yeah, there are many prayers to the mind also, like Raghunath Das Goswami says in Manasiksha.
Right.
Maharaj has given many lectures on that. Mm. So it's very, very, very inspiring, those prayers to mind.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you so much,
Another,
Mataji.
another last thought was
Yes,
coming to
yes.
my mind is was that at least by Krishna's mercy, by devotees association, by Prabhupada's mercy, we got to know that we are different from our mind. Like
Yeah.
people, like we are soul, mind, intelligence. These are three different things. But
Yeah.
people outside, they think that they are the mind, and
Yeah.
it's just so miserable for.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
At least we can recognize that we are not the mind, it's my mind who's bothering me, but
Yes,
I'm
yes,
separate entity from my mind.
yes,
So
yes.
it's
Yeah, yeah.
and we can work on it. Since we are
Yeah,
recognizing it, we can, since we have diagnosed the disease, we can start acting on the cure. But people
exactly.
outside, they have no clue.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much, Mitaji. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If there is a thought that comes to the mind, you just kill at the thought level so that it won't grow into acting stage and then whatnot. It'll have a spiraling effect. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you.
Kiran Mataji, you wanted to, maybe if you are unable to unmute, that's okay too.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna Mataji.
Humble obeisance and all glories to Srila Prabhu. No, thank you, Prabhuji. It was an amazing class. When I do the morning class, I am kind of preparing to go to work too. So
Yeah, I know.
it gets a little divided
Yeah.
attention.
Yeah.
And again, we're talking about the mind. So I have to just basically work on getting this hour, focused on the class. And I am in that phase where I'm trying to not have the divided attention for the class, and hopefully I get there. But thank you for your association and
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for
giving
sharing.
us the insight. Yeah.
Thank
Hare
you for
Krishna.
sharing.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Okay, devotees, thank you all for tolerating me on this auspicious Ekadashi day. May you all have a blessed day chanting and reciting Bhagavatam
Very
and
nice.
more ecstasy.
Very, very blessed to have your association,
Thank
Prabhu.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Mata.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.